Greetings, I'm Bevan, the CEO of Perceptive Souls, and I'm also the co-founder of the Empowered Sensitive Leaders Global Community. We help spiritual, holistic, and creative practitioners pursue their soul mission and embody their confident presence. Let's talk about 5 things that highly sensitive people need to move beyond surviving and into thriving. Number 5, being self-focused is not the same as being selfish. Many sensitive people I've spoke with have reported engaging in relationships with others who are a little further on the narcissism scale. Therefore, we do not in any way, shape, or form want to become like that ourselves. So what I've noticed is we tend to overcompensate. We make sure we're helping and serving, always the first one to volunteer. We internalize the idea that first we help, and if there's anything left over, we'll then take care of ourselves. What happens, though, is that we get into a cycle of overgiving, becoming drained, depleted, and often resentful. Being self-focused is very different than being selfish. It simply means on a day-to-day basis, you prioritize making choices that allow you to be healthy, happy, calm, and connected. Number 4, self-care as a way of life. I've come to view self-care as not just a thing we do, like eating a green smoothie or taking a hot bath or listening to music. These things are great. They're absolutely essential. But self-care for sensitive people is not a practice. It is a way of life. Because our nervous system is more responsive to the world around us, not only the physical things like noise and light and traffic and all of that, but if you're also an empath, you're sensitive to the energetic things. So self-care has to be at a radical level. You must be more aware of relationship dynamics and how they either support you or don't than the average person. And you might think, well, that's not fair. Why do I have to do all these extra things? Or like me, you could decide to approach it from a mentality that you enjoy caring for yourself. When you do that, when you take that extra time, when you make self-care a way of life, then you get to do all the things you want to do without becoming drained and depleted and overwhelmed. It's viewing self-care as one of the foundational aspects of your life versus a nice to have. Number 3, you have the right to take up space. I spent many years contracting myself, trying to be invisible, contracting my energy, my voice, even my physical presence, because I didn't think that what I had to say or what I believed in mattered. And if you've done the same, it's a powerful realization that it's okay to hold your confident presence within your family, your friend group, at work, in public spaces. It's fine for you to speak up. It's healthy to express boundaries. Everyone else in this world gets to take up space, and as you know, they generally don't apologize for it. And neither should highly sensitive people. Number 2, you have wisdom to share that others need to hear. It's likely you've been through some stuff, am I right? Perhaps you take for granted how much you've grown and what you know as a result of your life experiences. It's common for sensitive people to tell me, well, who am I to teach or coach or mentor or lead? Why would anyone want to hear what I think? Doesn't everyone know it already? No, they don't. And even though there may be other voices talking about something similar, they are putting out a specific vibration. Your opinion, perspective, and your lived experiences, even if something similar, is going to be unique. And you know a whole lot more than you give yourself credit for. All it takes is one blog post, one YouTube video, one compassionate conversation that you decide to engage in to change everything for someone else. So I encourage you to speak out and trust that you know exactly what to say and when to say it. Number 1, as a highly sensitive leader, you can thrive while you serve. Most sensitive people don't even consider themselves a leader. You see a need and you jump in to help. HSPs and empaths have this innate desire to make the world a better place for everyone. But we're also hesitant. We wonder what will be expected should we decide to take on greater responsibility. Will you become overwhelmed by being more public? These are legitimate concerns. Here's a simple equation. The more public you are, the more downtime and alone time you will need. The more people that you serve, the more you need to get comfortable with asking for and receiving help. Leadership is not meant to be a solo journey. You are not here to save the world, just to do your small part. And as we talked about in the beginning of this video, perceptive souls are not here to merely survive. You are meant to have mental, emotional, physical, financial, and spiritual wellness. It's a process that often requires difficult choices. Sometimes we even have to leave things or people behind. But I'm here to tell you it is entirely possible to create a life that lights you up.